And then there's this, hoisin sauce and chili sauce. This is how you bastardize pho. Then I'm going to make a little happy face. And I'm trying to film a show here. Can you please stop honking? I don't like the taste. It tastes like dirt. And this is how pho noodles should look like. Thicker, fresh, and delicious. What's up, everybody? Calvin Bui of Fucking Deliciousness, and today we're in Da Nang, Vietnam. Now, behind me is a restaurant that specializes in the most talked about, most controversial dish here in Vietnam, pho. Now, why is it controversial? Because it's how do you eat it? And what style is it? There's a northern style pho, there's a southern style pho, but here in the central region, is this going to be a Da Nang style pho? So let's go inside and let's see what Pho Bác Hải is all about. She's so cute. She's trying to sell me sunglasses, but it's cloudy right now. This is Pho Bác Hải, and they've been in existence for 26 years. So let's go inside, let's find a place to sit at, and let's order some food. All right, so Thực Đơn means menu. So let's look at the menu here and see what they have. All right, so this is their menu, and as you can see, they have a selection of Vietnamese food. They have Phở Bò Đặc Biệt. Now, what Phở Bò Đặc Biệt is a beef noodle soup that has everything. It has all the fixings. Then they have Phở Gà Đặc Biệt. Now, Phở Gà and Phở Bò differentiate because Bò means beef and Gà means chicken. So that is a bowl of chicken pho that has everything in there. More Vietnamese lessons with Calvin. Bún chả Hà Nội. Bún chả Hà Nội is marinated pork, rice noodles, and a bevy of greens, herbs, lettuce, etc. And it's served in a savory fish sauce. The next item on the menu is Cơm chiên hải sản. Cơm chiên hải sản is basically your seafood fried rice. Next on the menu is mì xào hải sản. What mì xào hải sản is egg noodles stir-fried with seafood. And finally, phở xào hải sản. Phở xào is a northern dish usually found in Hanoi. And what they do is they take the pho noodles and they stir-fry it up with seafood. And then there's a number of other side dishes here that you can choose from. All right, if this is your first time here in Da Nang and you don't know what to order, I always go with this. I always go for the first thing on the menu. It's usually their specialty. And I'm trying to film a show here. Can you please stop honking? All right, so what I'm going to do now is call somebody over here and order some food. Một bát phở bò đặc biệt. Okay. God, look at the arms. They're bigger than my arms. Okay, so this is the handsome pho maker here. We're going to start off by grabbing some rice noodles and then giving it a swirl in the hot water to blanch it. Then he's going to take a bowl and add in some rice noodles. Next, he's going to take some beautiful brisket and lay it in there. That is what we call nam. Then you have some beautiful sliced beef. Put that in there. Some meatballs. Again, đặc biệt means everything, their specialty. Then he's going to... Wow, look at that broth. Clear broth. That's how pho should be. This is how you know this is going to be good pho. That is real beef bones.
Okay.
So as you can see, this is northern style pho. Again, you have the sliced beef. You have the brisket over here. You have the meatballs. And you have this beautiful rice noodle. And this is how pho noodles should look like. Thicker, fresh, and delicious. On the table here, you have some steamed bean sprouts. You also have a selection of herbs, including Vietnamese basil, and that's all they have. You have some lime and some chilies. And then over here, you have a selection of sauces. You have chili sauce from the north. You can see how loose that is. You have this chili sauce that is commercialized and, well, not for me. You have pickled garlic You have hoisin sauce. Then you have this chili sauce that is thick and viscous. All right, people always ask me, how do you eat your pho? Now, I eat it very traditional. And I say traditional, I mean the northern way. What I do is I take the liquid, the pickling liquid from the garlic. There's vinegar in there, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of water to dilute. And I'm going to use that as the acidic component of my pho. Now, a lot of people are going to put limes in their pho. They're going to put hoisin in their pho. They're going to put chili sauce in their pho, but not for me. I really like my pho to speak of all the hard work it's taken to make this beautiful broth. Next, bean sprouts. Not for me. It's just not for me. I don't like bean sprouts. I don't like the way they grow it. I don't like the taste. It tastes like dirt. So I'm not gonna put any bean sprouts in there. Herbs. A lot of people would then put herbs into their pho. When you put these beautiful fresh herbs into any hot liquid, what happens is the herb on the edges will start to get brown and it'll start to taste horrible. Who wants boiled herbs? Nobody does. And then there's this, hoisin sauce and chili sauce. This is how you bastardize pho. I will never put any of that into my broth. So what do I put in there? Again, just that pickling liquid of the garlic. I need to grab a spoon. And then there's some pepper on here. Ooh, there's pepper here. I'm gonna put some pepper onto my pho. And I know, it's so simple. That's how I like to eat pho. So I have a big spoonful here of the broth. Oh, that definitely is a northern style pho. Beefy in flavor, super clear broth, not overly sweet, not overly spiced. You taste those beef bones I showed you earlier. That is good. Now, how do I eat pho? Well, I like to pick up the noodle, grab a little bit of the beef, just like that. Get my broth ready. Oh, oh, that's so good. That's so good. That is what my soul needs right now. Now, when it comes to the herbs, I like to eat the herbs on the side. I know it sounds crazy, but I like to cleanse the palate a bit. That basil brings a nice herbaceousness to the meal. Then right back in with another big mound of noodles, some meat. Oh, that's good. That is good. And again, when you look at that beautiful broth, it's clear, translucent, but yet full of flavor. If you're eating a bowl of pho and it's dark, it's murky, I'm going to tell you right now, they've taken so many shortcuts to produce that broth. A broth like this needs to be natural. It just needs to be a nice melodic wave, nothing overbearing, nothing that's going to overpower the other ingredients. It needs to be like this bowl right here. For those of you who love to mix that hoisin and chili sauce into your pho and make that broth into a purplish hue, I'm going to show you a quick tip on how to incorporate those flavors, yet keeping the bowl almost pristine. All right, so since I don't use the steamed bean sprouts, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put some hoisin sauce into the bowl. Then I'm going to make a little happy face. And then that becomes my dipping sauce. Now, do I use this sauce a lot? It really depends on what I'm feeling like. There are some days I want to be a purist, and there are some days I want to be a little bit more, I don't know, on the edge. So what I do is I take some of the meat, and then what I do is take some of the meat, and then I dip it into the sauce. Now I leave it on the side. And what I do is I take the noodles, And I take the meat that's been dipped into the sauce. Yes. I take a beautiful spoonful of the broth. Oh, that's good. And then I chase it with some herbs. And I know to some, that's a lot of movements here. And then why don't you just put the sauce into the broth? It's the same thing, right? No. The broth is still, again, pristine. It still has the same exact flavors as the chef intended them to have. So one more time, take the meat, give it a dip over here in the hoisin sauce, grab a bunch of noodles, the meat has the sauce on it. The broth, again, still pristine. And then the basil, still fresh, still herbaceous, and still fucking delicious. Now, if you don't want to dip your meat over into the sauce, you can bring the sauce over to your meat right on top. And that's how I eat pho here in Da Nang. All right, grab a toothpick, pick my teeth, and then yell out the words, "Good thing, yeah," and somebody will come by and charge me some money. 60 huh? Okay. Here's the cash in my hand. Let me give it to the owner. Thank you, yeah. And let's find out how much 60,000 VND equates into USD. What an amazing meal. And for 60,000 VND, I got myself an amazing breakfast. Now, how much 60,000 VND, you ask? Well, it equates to be $2.34. What an amazing deal, because a bowl like that in the Western world would run you easily $12 to $15. When you're in Da Nang and you want a hearty bowl of pho, check out Pho Ba Khai. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, comment if A, you've ever had pho, B, if you've ever had northern style pho, and 3, if you've ever been here to Pho Ba Khai. There's a way that you can help me as a content creator travel the world and make these amazing videos, and that is pledging to the channel. Now, you can pledge $1, $2, $5. You can have bought me lunch for $5, $10, $20, $50, or even $100. I'll leave my QR code right on the screen right about now. And consider pledging, because it's pledges like yours that allow me to make these amazing videos. With that being said, my name is Calvin Bui, aka Captain Charisma. I'll see you next time on Fucking Deliciousness. Peace!